Hey everyone, my name is Tyler and today I'm going to show you how to build your home studio for $400. First of all, when building anything, with having very little knowledge, the hardest part is knowing what all you need and knowing if everything you're gonna get's all gonna work well together. So first you have to understand the list of things that you need. So I'm gonna list these things out and then we'll kind of look at the price and where you can get them. So the first thing, most important thing is I'm assuming that you guys have a computer. If you're just now getting into mixing, I would suggest creating music in any way, vocally or digitally, however you want to create music. I would use the computer you already have. There's free software out there that I can link in the description. If you have a Mac, GarageBand's on there. It's great entry level. I mean, I still even use it from time to time. And then another one is Pro Tools First, which is a free software. You can have up to 16 tracks in your mix. Super awesome to use, and this will just get your feet wet enough. But there's some other things you need to start creating, and I'm going to go and list those out here. The first one and the most important is an audio interface to where you can plug different instruments into. It's a great place to start. Number two is you need, I would suggest mixing headphones. If anything else, you gotta have headphones because you're gonna have to have something better than the built-in speakers of the computer that you're using. And then next we have mixing monitors. I think if you're gonna spend a little bit more money on top of the headphones, I think it's good to have both. I think that having monitors with a good balanced EQ would be a great thing to understand and to hear the different frequencies in the mix that you're trying to work with, as well as the headphones. I think they're going to give you two different sides of the same coin, which is trying to create a good mix. And then the next thing is if you're going to have any type of vocals, if you're going to mic an acoustic guitar, or you're going to mic an acoustic piano, or anything else, you need a good microphone, and I would suggest a good condenser microphone. So, and then the last thing we're going to need is just the cables to connect everything. So that's your list. We have audio interface, mixing headphones, mixing monitors, we need a mic, and then we need cables. With those things, you can have being able to create a song from start to finish. It's literally what I have in my home studio, a lot of these things that I'm showing you guys today. So let's just go ahead and dive into where we're finding everything. So here on Amazon, we have, first thing first is we have our audio interface. This is a Behringer Euphoria UMC 204 HD. I have this exact same one, but what mine is an 8-channel one. This is great. It's a great, powerful little audio interface. If you look back here, you see USB. It'll come with a USB that you plug into your computer, and then over here is where you will plug in your main left and right out. So you'll have speakers that you can plug in. This little 48-volt thing back here on or off is how you will power your condenser microphone. So when we get to that, condenser microphones need a constant stream of 48-volt power. This little interface can supply that. So this is a good feature that they have. Pretty standard now too. The front of it here, you'd had this right here is I can't remember exactly what type they're called, but you're able to plug in an XLR, which is like a mic cable, or you're able to plug in a 1/4-inch cable into it as well, which is like an instrument cable. Here you have the controls for each one, which is pretty nice, and then you have your main, and then over here you have your headphone input. So you can kind of control everything pretty easily from the front face of this unit, which is pretty sweet. So this right here, easy purchase. I would suggest doing this one over here. Prime, it comes with one XLR cable. It's always good to have an extra one of those. It's Prime, and you're going to pay a couple extra bucks for it, but you're not going to pay shipping. So it's a great thing. That's number one. Now we're going to move on to number two. To mixing headphones. These are Amazon's choice. I had this pair a while ago. A couple of my students have this currently. They love it. I think that this is a really cool feature that it has these two options here. This is an 1/8 inch, the smaller jack, and the larger one is 1/4-inch jack. So you're able to plug it into different things to hear. So for instance, on the front of this Behringer unit, it's a 1/4-inch input for your headphones. And this already has it ready to go. And you can swap those out down here. So yeah, my students love this. It's a great, simple control. So these you can also use with your phone, but they also have the one that doesn't have the control for it. Really cool, definitely worth having. From what I can hear and from what I've heard of these, They are very balanced. The low end's not too high. A lot of times those over-the-ear headphones, you have a lot of bass, a lot of low end. This is not the case with these. All right, moving on to number 3, mixing monitors. Again, I do not have these. I have a set of M Audios, but PreSonus is a great brand to work with, no matter what music what musical device you're working with or audio device. These monitors are great, really well balanced. They have an on and off feature on one. They have headphone input if you wanted to plug into that, and they have a master volume for both. How you'd hook these up is they come with this cable here. You see these this red and black cable here. You would hook from back here on this monitor over to this monitor here, and then that would chain these 2 monitors together, and then you plug in this L and R, this main input here, to the back of your Behringer, to the back of this we see right here, to the back of this we see right here. Where is it? There it is. Yeah, you plug them back in right over here, main L and R output. So yeah, there is your mixing monitors. So then we'll move on to our microphone. This was the first condenser microphone that I ever owned, the MXL 990. This is a great condenser microphone, and they've actually only gotten better. This whole little pack here comes with some foam that you can put up around where you sing. If you were to put your microphone close to a corner, you could put this foam here to kind of help dampen on either side of the microphone. Then you can also, this comes with this pop filter. It comes with this really cool shock mount. That means if you hit the microphone stand or you kick it, it's not going to make it completely unnoticeable, but it definitely can. It definitely does lessen the sound. It just basically suspends the microphone there, and it comes with a pretty cool boom microphone stand. So and the XLR cable to go with it. Not going to be the best XLR cable, but it's an extra cable. Those, like I said, those are always really good to have in a studio, especially if you're building up and if you ever want to add more instruments and more pieces to your home studio. This is great. This is a cool microphone, and like I said before, this does require 48 volt phantom power. So you will in fact need that, and the interface does support that. Next, you're going to need some cables, and I think that these right here, this right here, I suggest just to have backup mic cables. They're known to fail. I think that having these extra on hand would be really good. This is a 2-pack for $17.99. This is just, like I said, good to have. And then also these are what I would suggest using to plug your monitors, your mixing monitors, these things, into your audio interface. So you'd plug from here and here into the backs of these guys right here, these two. That's what I would suggest using these for. So all in all together, if you see up here, the total is $400.70. Now, if you get all of these things, you will be able to, from start to finish, write and produce acoustic songs, plug a piano into it, do piano songs. If you want to get comfortable with using software instruments, you can do full band. You can play bass guitar, you can play drums and everything on a keyboard. I kind of want to eventually do some videos talking more about that, but I hope this has been helpful. I hope that you can watch this video and see that for $400, using the computer you already have, you're going to be able to very easily create songs, create mixes, whatever you're looking to do, fairly easily. So just leave a comment, subscribe for more content like this. I love teaching. I love showing people how they can not only can learn music, but how they can make music in a very affordable way. I started building a studio, oh goodness, it was probably over 15 years ago, and I knew nothing. So having videos like this would have been helpful. So just leave a comment. Let me know if you have any questions. If you do go ahead and buy this stuff, I could do a video explaining how to set everything up, because I think it would be could be potentially helpful for some people. But just leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you need help with anything, or if you have anything else you'd like to add to it, or any other suggestions. But thank you guys so much for watching. Have a good one.